Do not
graph,
underestimate statistics.
Hi,
a
everybody.
nice graph, but when you look at the left, you see that the numbers are like 3, 4. You see it
Right.
going up, but then it just reaches 7 subscribers.
Okay, so look. Hi, everybody. It's
And
just
then
Eric here. I was talking
it
for
goes
people,
down to -1.
and people are consistently stunned by the incredibly poor performance of this channel. Yes, we are about to reach 2,000 subscribers here, and it's fair to say that we have a pretty active community here on the Raw channel, and it has to be the single slowest climb to 2,000 subscribers for a channel to make 2,000 subscribers for as long as I can remember, for as long as YouTube has existed. I don't know. But the thing is, for whatever reason, it's been a slow process getting up here to 2,000. And so we're going to have, it was suggested to me. I didn't come up with this idea. I'm super happy about the idea, though, that we have a thing for it.
Casual suggestion.
Let's have a celebration.
Do you hear that, you guys?
What?
Homie back here is, has got words.
Birds?
Words.
Yeah, words.
Nice shirt.
Thanks. Anyhow, as I was
I want
saying,
one.
we have engaged in a slow process to 2,000, and we're nearly there. So we suggest we do a Q&A of some sort, and I like the idea a lot. Obviously, it.
Yeah, we can hear that now. Someone is swearing.
Is somebody swearing in the background?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
This stuff never happens in Temple City.
This shit always happens in Las Vegas.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
All right.
Why don't you bring this with you? That would only be the reasonable thing. Eric, you're going to leave the action.
You're asking like if you don't know Eric.
We might hear something.
All we hear right now is the echo.
Echo.
So, how's life?
It's fun. I'm doing some crochet. You ever crochet before?
I crochet.
Who?
What?
Me.
Crochet?
Who? Me.
Me. I made this hat.
Oh, nice.
And you both are ENTP Enneagram 9s. Guess what? This just makes my shit hold up even longer.
Really?
What
He's an Enneagram 9? You're laid back?
This is another one too.
I'm making a shawl.
I'm like,
Big
so
shawl.
Nice. I'm either 7 or 9. I can't tell.
how much more validation can you ask for? Really? Like,
Dude, it's cathartic, man. You should try it.
I would never ever knit.
It's
It's
crochet.
not knitting, it's crochet.
I would never ever do that. Because
Why?
I'm an ENTP Enneagram 3, but ENTP Enneagram 9s, apparently they knit. So,
I don't knit. I just know how to. That's my shit.
Knitting is quitting.
because you're both ENTP Enneagram 9s. It's, man.
Okay.
Oh,
Fool. Okay. Do you know how to do your own laundry?
guess what, Eric?
What?
Hey,
So,
I'm talking to you. Guy with glasses.
hold on, I'm making a point. I'll get to you, John. I want to get to you for sure. I'm sorry, but this is
All right, come on, man. You're
for
good.
me to see. Eric, guess what? John came over here. He said, y'all should crochet. I thought he was joking. ENTP crochet? Did you ever crochet?
Nick, this reaction is making you a pussy. There's nothing wrong with it. Oh no, I cannot crochet. I will never knit. Ah!
That's not what I'm saying, Susanna.
Not at all. You're like, oh my god, ENTP crocheting.
No,
What
no,
the
no.
fuck is that?
Nope.
Dude,
Nope.
okay. Doing something with your hands, like
What Eric earlier about the validity of Enneagram that he used to speak, and then Don over here says, I'm crocheting. He's an ENTP Enneagram 9. And then, damn it, what's your name? Fuck, don't tell me.
I really want to slap the guy with the sunglasses.
Yeah.
You keep talking over me, man.
He's been drinking, so.
Oh,
Because that
okay,
makes
never
people
mind. You're
make
good.
poor decisions.
If he's been drinking, that's acceptable.
Hold
Yeah.
on. The other ENTP Enneagram 9 is over here saying, I crochet too. All I want to say.
Nothing
I
wrong
didn't
with
realize
that.
there was another Enneagram 9.
There is for sure. Zach said, I crochet too. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I think it's beautiful. But we were just getting off the topic of Graham explaining so much about the differences between ENTPs. Eric and I ain't knitting, crocheting. Maybe he is. I don't know. Taylor and I definitely aren't crocheting. We're never crocheting. Taylor and I
Y'all aren't crocheting.
never crochet.
You know what? You're too coward to admit that you wouldn't mind trying.
That's
it.
why I loved hanging out with Eric today. You got to see such a huge difference between Enneagrams, and we're like both 7 first too.
But
I
I can-
wouldn't be surprised.
I can't remember what mine was. I think
I
it
would need
was
something.
like 9.
I can see Eric crochet. I can see Eric crochet.
Exactly. Nothing wrong with it.
I would like
Susie?
to. I don't crochet, but I have no problem with it.
You were the one. You were the one that got all weird about it.
It's because
I
Susie and I
apologize.
is okay.
What's the guy's name with the sunglasses? Nick.
It's Nick.
I'm not weird about it.
Okay. So Nick, do you know how to do your laundry?
Do I know how?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how to fix a doorknob?
Yeah.
All right.
I
Do you know
know
how
that.
to do you know how to hem your pants if they're too long?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is the same exact thing. It's a life skill. And being resourceful, knowing how to do things like this, will benefit you overall in your life. If you know how to crochet a blanket out of merino wool, dude, you will be the warmest person out of all of your friends. And merino wool is so fucking great. I mean, it's the smoothest shit in the world.
John, I believe you. But I could also buy merino wool and not have to do any of that shit that you're talking about.
Yeah, but then you don't appreciate the product that you have.
I appreciate that I didn't have to knit it.
All of their money.
Typical drunk, man. All right, yeah, I get it. You know, that's cool.
And I'm not hating. I've not once been hating on y'all for crocheting. I promise.
No, well, you kind of did, but I mean, you
No, I do not. I do not have any problem with it at all. It's alarming to me that ENTP would do it, but that's because y'all are different enneagrams.
You said it was alarming to you,
Yeah,
and you're not
All right.
dating.
it's such a dutiful. It's such a. It's a lot of stuff to do. For just a little
doing
thing.
things with your hands. I love to fix things. I
Right.
love to build my own thing. I have plywood over there that I'm gonna build a table out of. I mean, like, it's you know, just because I crochet doesn't mean I'm womanly or anything like that. I appreciate making things with my hands.
Crochet and I'm womanly.
Let's talk a little bit
He's
about
womanly.
managing 8. Okay. So
I am
All right,
not. Never once said anything negative about it. I'm serious.
I'm sorry to interject here. I want to change the subject because of the interesting stuff that's
Go ahead,
going
Eric.
on over here. And it was experiential world intervening into metaphysical world for a minute. So this guy back here, Brian Sharkey, as he self-identified, yelled over the fence of didn't want to hear me talking anymore, yada yada yada. But what I did is respond in a more appropriate 8 fashion, which is I like set shit up. I went in there and made sure I was prepared if he was coming over here, but I didn't bother responding to him, And if he wants to talk to me and he wants to engage with me, he's gonna have to engage with me respectfully. He's gonna have to approach me with respect, or he's not gonna get any response at all from me. And see, that's the best way to respond to somebody like this over here, who's probably not very bright, but he sounds angry. So it's a matter of establishing that I'm not going to engage with them like that at all. he does try to engage with me like that, then I'm going to present it as criminal in intent. So that's good 8. Am I angry? No. Do I have the adrenaline rushing? Yeah, for sure. Am I gonna win that? Yeah, of course. So the key thing is the only indication he had that I heard him at all was that I went away for a second to get prepared, and then came back and resumed. And if he wants to engage further, he's gonna have to take a different approach.
You got a shield. Got a blaze, bro.
People tend to assume that I flap the handle a lot, but I actually don't.
Yeah.
So, was John questioning Nick's PE?
I have no idea what that really means. Can you break it down in layman's terms?
I mean, were you saying, you seem to be asking a lot of extrovert thinking kind of questions, like, do you know how to accomplish this outcome? Do you know how to accomplish that outcome?
Oh yeah, I was trying to relate life skills to crochet, or knitting or sewing or things like that. Like presenting it as a useful skill to have in your life. Just like doing laundry and being able to fix your drawers and things like that.
You're better off describing it as a hobby though, because
it certainly is a hobby.
I do not need to know how to do that in order to stay warm.
It's an allegory, Nick. Ja.
There you go.
You're such a
Okay,
contrary.
As an ENTP, you should be able to have that elevated thinking, shouldn't you?
Do what, John?
As an ENTP, you should be able to have elevated thinking, shouldn't you?
Did you guys notice that they changed the voice that speaks in Google, like in Google Translation or something, or when you look for a definition of a word?
No.
I think it's AI now. It's AI. I think it's not what they had before.
It's AI.
Yes, because the sound is constant. Before they had like phonetic letters, and then they attached them, they glued them together, and it sounds something.
Oh, you're talking about each letter glued together, like
yeah.
Like
No, they don't have that. Yes, they don't have that now.
Right.
Casual.
Well, they probably just improved the AI. That's all.
I am Snake. Please no step on me. Yeah, I think now it's AI. I really do. I think it's AI.
Narrow AI, maybe, but that's not. They just programmed it better. AI is
yeah. It's just a better program.
Yeah,
I've seen it before.
Smoother transition between the words. That's all. Or between letters.
They made a new release. They put the new release out.
I've seen before AI that can speak.
There's first of all, when you say AI, real AI doesn't exist.
Yeah, no. The closest thing to AI is the level of intelligence of a cockroach.
What I mean is that
it's very
the word, one single wave.
They have made like keyboard that can sing.
Yeah.
Sounds.
We should get real. I want to hear what Eric. Well,
the thing is the closest. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I mean this is a conversation that there's a lot to, and there could be a lot of misspeaking on, including from my own end. But I assure you that no artificial intelligence exists yet, or else nuclear weapons would be. There'd be the United Nations would be running 24/7. You would know.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely correct. And almost all of the major tech companies have promised not to make any kind of AI that handles weapons. So, so that's not likely to happen anyway.
Well, Elon Musk would let us know. If anybody, Elon Musk would be letting us know.
Elon Musk, yeah, that's good. He's cool piece.
Not there. The Deep Mind project is as scariest and is far beyond any of this shit of making people sound good. Look that
I
up,
don't
Cap.
know. He's taken a different approach. I think that genetic algorithms will be far better than the algorithms Elon Musk is using, because genetic algorithms tend to rewrite themselves and learn from their experiences, just like that chess robot that played itself like 10,000 times and learned how to,
The Deep Mind project.
Yeah. And automata, I think it's called. Like very basic rules that it follows, and on the larger scale, it acts a lot like quarks inside of atoms.
Yeah, but not really.
So wait, hold on.
No, it really does. I mean, like, you
I have a
can
question.
genetic automata.
Are you guys defining AI as self-teaching?
Well, a true AI would have to be able to rewrite its own code.
Well, and it has to be able
It would
to.
have to be recursive.
Well, and it has not necessarily. It has to pass the Turing test, and it has to do the whole.
Oh, that's a long time ago.
But why do you not think it's just
Turing test has not been passed by any.
Susie, what were you going to
Yeah, but
ask?
the Turing test is yeah. Go ahead, Susie.
Turing test is simple, therefore it's good.
Nick, stop. Susie,
I
what were you gonna
I
ask?
wrote the name for it in chat. No, I was just saying if you considered if it could be the thing they called for Vocaloid.
I don't know.
That's not AI, it's just...
No, it's
Yeah, but like
AI.
I think that's pretty advanced. I mean, we're not at
not that...
That's narrow AI.
Regardless,
we're not at the
Turing
Matrix
test,
yet.
Regarding the Turing test, first of all, there are some people I know who don't pass it.
Yeah, and that raises a whole set of completely different questions on the basis of whether the Turing test is truly an adequate test to test AI or consciousness.
Because what we define AI as would be able to do that.
Yeah. No, actually, in fact, Cleverbot has passed Turing tests many times.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I stand corrected.
And Siri counts as like
Siri has as well,
intelligence.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so they're not true AI. They're not conscious. They're not sentient. But they have passed Turing tests.
What's this? New thing?
All right, I gotta look this up.
You want to switch the topic?
Sentient test, did you say?
I gotta go.
Yes, sentience. A Turing test does not test whether it's a sentient being. It just tests whether the human it's testing knows whether or not this thing is a robot or a human. So it's a very basic test, and it's not adequate to test sentience because we don't know how to test consciousness.
It basically tests FE. Can you emulate FE? It says, can you convincingly be a
break
person
down
having a
FE in layman's
conversation?
terms?
To convincingly emulate a person having a conversation is very different than to convincingly attain.
Well, it also depends on who they've gotten. It also depends on the samples, like who they got to make the decision on whether or not it was convenient.
Yeah, and the tester, the human aspect of this is also a big flaw, because if you put a person that's completely not to sound bigot, but if they're retarded and they think this robot is really human, then it's a failure on the human part, not the robot part.
Here's what I'm sure of, and this is what I'm speaking from when I hear the Turing test. There's no computer around alive anyhow right now that will convince me they're real. In a true Turing test, you would be blind to whether or not you're talking to a robot or a human. So I would figure that shit out.
You'd have to try to figure it out, yeah.
I would.
I think it's a good functionality to aspire to, regardless whether it's functional as a test.
Oh, absolutely.
To say, I would like to have
it's a good
computer
stepping
that I can
stone.
talk to and be convincingly have it be my friend and never feel any bugginess.
Shit, Siri, Alexa, Cortana.
I want it to be Magic Sky friend. I want it to be Magic Sky friend.
Yeah, you're not going to have a metaphysical conversation with Cleverbot. You know, it's just not going to happen. Philosophy, that's not going to happen.
John,
but
I was
Magic
about to say-
Skyfriend will. Magic Skyfriend is an ontology-driven archiving and metaphysical metaphysic building assistant. It causes you to build your identity according to frameworks consistent with your cognitive function. It's a dream. It's my dream. It's my dream to have Magic Skyfriend helping me live my life. Magic Skyfriend reminds me not just of what I need to do, but what impact it has metaphysically.
Hey, John.
Check it out. We have the answer. Cleverbot is Magic Skyfriend.
I want Magic Skyfriend, though, needs to be aware of my own metaphysical builds so that it links things back to them in ways that are also referential of all data that has occurred to me every minute, every day.
Yeah, but think about it this way. How do you... I mean, if you think about it, don't you do the same exact thing?
Yeah,
You
but I'm
categorize
shitty
your
at it.
memories.
I'm shitty at it. That's the problem.
Right.
And I
So
don't
a
want to have
robot
that
would be more
responsibility. I want
precise.
Magic Skyfriend to be responsible for that.
Well, Fury's pretty helpful for me on that. John, I'm going to be in Vegas in a couple months.
We should meet up.
Yeah. We'll hang out with. I'm also meeting. I'm also probably going to hit up Pete Rose's son. I met him on a plane. He's cool. We got to be pretty good friends. He's a cool motherfucker. But
I don't
between
think
you
I've
and
ever met
him,
him.
he's cool. He's cool, dude.
It's cool peeps.
Very cool dude.
It's cool. Yeah, I mean, personally, I grew up in Vegas, so I fucking hate this place. I can't wait to get out. But it's a good tourist place. You know, I can show you some things. But usually tourists go to things like the fucking M&M thing, or like the museums, or, you know, like fucking aquariums. We're being controlled. Fuck. Fuck, I need to quit smoking.
Man, they've been up there forever.
Protein. What is that? Ooh, that looks good. I want that.
Acai.
Acai berry? Those things are so fucking good for you.
Kinda. As good as any.
No,
It's
there's
gluten-free,
nothing bad
too.
about them.
It's like gluten-free, too.
It's bad for your wallet.
It's gluten-free. Jesus fucking Christ.
And it's a superfood.
That's gonna get me into a whole argument that's gonna like piss everybody off. Fucking gluten.
What on what? Let's do it.
All these people that think they're allergic to gluten, but they don't have, I think it's called Crohn's disease.
Yeah.
It's annoying as fuck.
Oh, and it's also vegan, too.
Yeah, oh man.
It's vegan, it's gluten-free, it's just wonderful. It's totally worth the money. It's healthy. I love it.
I can eat vegetarian. It's not a problem. I can cook vegetarian as well, but it's just not as healthy for you as a regular diet, because we evolved to eat on regular diets.
John, you already started off wrong. You said they think it's crazy. No.
Sorry?
You're getting celiac disease mistaken with Crohn's disease.
Not celiac. That's it.
Huh?
Celiac disease. That's it. Thank you.
But you've already misinformed us.
I
And
said I think it's Crohn's disease. I didn't say for sure. You corrected me, so thank you very much.
Everybody thinks they think it's Crohn's disease.
You just corrected me. It's celiac. Therefore, it is celiac.
But you know there's biomarkers for this, correct? You do know that?
Yes.
And that you can actually
Somebody's got some fucking noise. Chloe, is that you? Somebody has a lot of noise in the background, but they just shut it off, so it's cool. So I'm sorry, Nick. What did you just say?
Well, there is biomarkers for this, and there's a difference between gluten intolerance and also if you have Hashimoto's or thyroid issues, you're going to have a different
Diet,
relationship.
but it's not going to be gluten free.
Here also.
God, though.
What? Was it too much?
Too much. Too much FE.
And you know what? I was right about the thing. But nobody listens, of course.
Which thing?
The voice thing they're using. For the new
That's not
Google
what it's
thing.
about, Susie. It's an FE dance.
I know it's stupid.
Not all FE dances are stupid.
No, but it becomes stupid when two guys start arguing about crocheting.
Yeah, I had to leave.
And it escalates from there.
They are comparing penises. It's important business being attended to there.
Then that's what they should do and get it over with.
I'm very proud of myself for not reacting in the moment with homie yelling at me over the wall.
Yeah. What was he shouting about?
Basically, shut the fuck up, I'm tired of hearing you talk and stuff like that. But the thing is, you can't start there.
Yeah, no. You can't.
Because then I ain't having it.
Well, what did you say to him then?
I didn't say anything. I just kept doing what I was doing. I just ignored him. I came inside. I got my knife just in case he decided to come over or whatever. And then I went outside and resumed exactly what I was doing before. So that's talking explicitly about it for the purposes of being on the video in case he did decide to come over, right?
Did you put yourself in timeout?
A little bit. I went inside and I was like, caught my breath. And I was like, all right, chill out. How are you going to deal with this? It was one of those things where I needed to interact with the moment outside of the prying eyes of others. Oh, those kittens. What are you kittens doing, huh? Did you escape from the nest? Back you go. They're being escape-minded kitties right now. They're climbing
They're a bit
down.
small for that.
They're climbing down the blanket mountain to the floor. It's more like a blanket hill, I guess, than a blanket mountain. But then they get down to the floor and they're like, meow, meow. Well, don't climb down blanket mountain then, stupid kitten.
Kittens are stupid.
Yeah, they are. They're adorably stupid. I'm thinking about that neighbor and how that's gonna play out. Kimberly's got some crazy ass freaking neighbors. There's the one across the street giving this little speech about nicotine's gonna kill me and blah blah blah. That one behind. And then these neighbors trying to complain about her cats getting in the graveyard and pooping. on the left of the cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the one that was complaining.
No.
Oh.
It was the people who complain. I don't think they have a lot of social capital, because I think it's the people that Kimberly was telling me that they're squatting.
Oh, smooth.
And so if they're currently still, they've been evicted and they're still there because they're squatting currently. They got evicted like a few weeks ago or something. If that is they, then I'm not going to concern myself with it.
And no point. They'll be gone anyway.
Yeah. That's the thing about an environment like this. You gotta play it carefully, because she should be home in about 45 minutes. Would you like to go play bingo with us? We're gonna go play bingo tonight, Colin. If you heard me or not, apparently not. I saw something kind of interesting last night on the freeway. They were moving west on the 210. They had this massive convoy that had like 6 cop cars in front, then a bunch of like plain white service trucks, and then a big ass, what looked like a nuclear missile on a flatbed truck. It was all covered up, but it was cylindrical. And then a bunch of more white service trucks and a bunch of cop cars behind it. This massive, like, everybody get the fuck out of the way convoy. Traveling down the 210 freeway about 8 p.m. last night. And I gotta wonder, that's a weird time to move something that's obviously at least perceived as a security risk of some sort.
Yeah, or maybe it's valuable.
Could be valuable. I mean, it could be like a space program thing, you know. I don't know for sure. I looked in the news for correlates and I saw the Chinese thing, but that seems like the sort of thing Trump would do. He'd like order them to move a nuclear missile right now because they might want to nuke China. That's called any leaps. I like storylines like that. I know there's no validity to them, but they appeal to me.
Trying to remember the title of a funny YouTube thing I saw on something like that.
Where they were proving some conspiracy with logic like that.
No, what happens is everyone gets nuked, and it's a funny little story to it.
Well, at least if everyone gets nuked, everyone gets nuked. Nobody gets away with anything.
Found it. It's like a minute and a half.
Let's see. Good.
Okay, so here's the Earth. Chilling. Damn, that is a sweet Earth, you might say. Wrong. Alright, ruling out the ice caps melting, meteors becoming crashed into us, the ozone layer leaving, and the sun exploding, we're definitely going to blow ourselves up. Okay, so basically we've got China, France, India, Israel, Pakistan, Russia, the UK, and us with nukes. We've got about 2,600 more than anybody else. Whatever. Anyway, one day we decide those Chinese sons of a bitches are going down. So we launch a nuke at China. While it's on its way, China's like, shit, who the fuck is shooting us? Oh well, fire missiles. Then France is like, shit guys, we got the missiles, they are coming, fire our shit. But then let's have a nap, then fire the missiles. Meanwhile, Australia is down there like, WCF, mates. India, Israel, and Pakistan launched their shit, so now we've got missiles flying everywhere, passing each other. Russia's like, motherland! Then England's like, about that time, chaps? Righto. So now the US is like, fuck, we're dumbasses. Canada's like, what's going on, eh? Australia's still like, WTF. Mars is laughing at us, and some huge meteor is like, well, fuck that. So now we've got nuclear winter. Everyone's dead except Australia. And they're still like, WTF. But they'll be dead soon. Fucking kangaroos. But, assuming we don't blow ourselves up, us Californians just have to worry about California breaking off from the United States to go hang with Hawaii. Alaska can come too.
But
The
do you
end.
like that at all?
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised that humanity's lasted so long without any sort of nuclear weapons attacks. It's been a long time.
Except for 2 nuclear weapons attacks.
Right. Well, since the first ones, I mean, you
Yeah.
obviously have to have one to have a time between.
Well, they did it and found out that's stupid. Let's not do that. But we still want to do it. But we won't do it because we're not that stupid. Yet we are. Nuclear weapons are stupid. It's not just destructive, it's self-destructive.
Right. I used to worry about nuclear war when I was like 12 years old. A lot. I worry about it a lot. And the thing that caused me to get over it was my mom said what I just said, which was, well, at least if nuclear war happens, everybody else that is with you is not left alone. I didn't interpret it as I wasn't worried about being left alone. I was worried about dying. But somehow it made it more okay that everybody else had to die too. At least it's fair that way.
I die, everyone die.
Yes, I'm going to play bingo. It's going to be exciting.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Can you actually win something fun?
Yeah. They usually have cash prizes. It's probably 50-50. Like 50% of the amount of money bet goes out as prize money. If it's a charity thing, that's what it usually is. But it's fine. It's only like $2 a card or whatever. So it'll be fun. I'm really good at bingo too. I'm an expert. So it's a good
Expert
chance I'm
at
gonna win.
lucky.
But,
I played bingo when I was at that rehabilitation facility last year. But I think that was also because there were different kinds of patients, and one groups were like old people who had broken their hips.
oh.
That was like most of them.
Did you play bridge?
Bridge. My whole fucking family plays bridge. My brother, ISTP, travels the world playing bridge.
Really?
It's true. Yes.
I love bridge.
I hate bridge because I was the only one who didn't care about it.
I mean, it is a pretty good game. It's pretty
Like,
fun.
when my grandmother was still alive, they had Bog and Bridge Club. I'm not kidding. They had their own fucking club and team and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Norwegians are funny.
No, I just come from a weird family. It was like over the dinner table, they talked about that stupid game, and I didn't understand anything. And I didn't want to learn it either because it was annoying.
I can't believe he bid 5 spades with just that.
Yeah, that kind of shit. And then they got angry and upset and argued about previous games.
Really? That's such a... I can't imagine a little Susie in that family. And she's been sitting there with this. A stern look on your face the whole time.
And like my mom, she has been like won the Norwegian championship a couple of times. And my father and brother came on like third or fourth or something.
So she lords it
She-
over them?
Yeah.
That's funny. That's interesting.
Well, for the like many years ago, she wasn't the best of them, but now she is.
It's interesting that Norway has its own bridge championship.
Oh, it's like divisions or something.
It must be pretty popular in Norway.
No, it's just some weird shit my family do.
What is popular in Norway?
Football, skiing, sports in general.
You mean soccer?
Yeah.
Well, you got a bunch of sensors too, or what?
If we do have sensors in Norway, of course we do.
Do you run afoul of them?
I probably have at some point.
I see.
But I did like sensor shit. I was karate instructor at some point for kids.
You were a karate instructor?
Hmm. I did it like 5 days a week at one point.
Well, that's good.
Sensors, you know, there's nothing different here than there.
They fail to prioritize the right things. That's my basic description of many or most sensors is they fail to prioritize the right things, and it either is good or bad. So not prioritizing the right things means Kimberly has room to accommodate my prioritization of the right things. That works well because she doesn't prioritize the wrong things. But other kind of sensors who don't prioritize the right things also prioritize the wrong thing. And then that's where you run afoul. It's one thing to provide agreeably compatible like prioritizations that are beneficial to each other. It's another to have ones that run afoul of each other all the time. So if you have sensors prioritizing SE shit a lot, that's going to run afoul of an intuitive almost all the time.
Yeah, but or did you mean like in my family or something?
I'm trying to distinguish between different kinds of sensors and how intuitives interact with them differently.
Yeah, I just noticed Courtney was in here.
She was?
Yeah, that blankie. I didn't read chat.
What did
Don't
it say?
trust bridge, ISFP. And someone was a fatty. Stupid.
Man, she's persistent, huh?
She is. She really loves me. Oh, it was so she wouldn't be able to come back in. People who have a crown will be able to get in. So pretty much just blankies can't get in. The blankie. You know what?
What?
She went to room 1 and started whining that I was mean.
Really? You
Yeah.
her?
Yeah,
Good.
of
That woman's
course.
insane, dude. What's up with that
She-
shit? Why's she so obsessed about trying to smash people?
It's no longer about talking with famous people. It's about the fat, insecure ISFP girl.
Why does she call you fat?
To be evil.
I mean, but
You know why.
I was gonna say, but it's the thing is she's saying things that are they're just such weak attacks because
She doesn't
thinks
have
it doesn't matter what the actual empirics are. I hate the value of empirics, but like you're obviously not an ISFP, you know, and you're not fat, and you're not insecure. All the things that she accuses you of are things that you obviously are not. So
No, but
why-
it's
I mean,
things she wants me to become.
she has no sense of how her claims will be perceived by others at all.
Hi, Chloe.
Just remember something. Probably. Yep, still recording.